We've been trying to do this for 10 years.
Yeah.
It just turned out to be this is the best time to do it because we lost a lot of the banquets.
Sure.
So we had nothing going on. So it was able, not even have to close up. We were able to use our banquet area for dining and for a bar.
On the Menu is brought to you by Thompson Heating and Cooling.
I'm going to make our shrimp and scallop risotto. Just let those brown on both sides. I'll add some tomatoes, some risotto, and then add a little bit of wine, a little bit of basil in there too.
We've been here 26 years. It was February 6, 1995 is when we started this.
Yeah.
And we've done a few different things with the banquet area and everything else, but nothing major like we're doing right now. I always said it when my dad was alive, we always said we were going to make the lounge a little bit bigger and everything else because we needed a little bigger area. Well, now 26 years later, we're doing it. Increasing the size of the lounge from 8 to 19 people at the bar. We blew the walls out a little bit more to make a little more room for for inside dining for the lounge area.
Right.
And also we're expanding the patio to about 30 people on the patio also. We've been trying to do this for 10 years.
Yeah.
It just turned out to be this is the best time to do it because we lost a lot of the banquets.
Sure.
So we had nothing going on. So it was able, not even have to close up. We were able to use our banquet area for dining and for a bar.
How much of an investment is this?
Almost close to $500,000. We should be done by the end of the month, end of March. We started right after Labor Day, so it's been stretched out for a little while. So, materials and everything else that just run into some issues. Should be good for the weather. The weather should be just right and when we open up. Should be perfect for us.
Take my tomatoes now, throw those in right in with it. I want to get those tomatoes to blister a little bit. Take my risotto. I'll take my wine here. Let that reduce down. I'll add some water to it.
We're still about 30% down, but I could see more and more people want to get out. The weekends have been pretty strong. During the week, it's a little bit soft, but a lot of carry out still. We're still getting a lot of people doing carry out and curbside service, which I think is going to be the next wave of the future in the first place. I think it's just going to continue on. Wait staff and everything else, it kind of puts a little damper on them because they're not getting the customers that they normally would get if you didn't have as much carry out.
Right.
But I think it's all coming about though. It's going to get a little better for everything. You're going to have some that want carry out and some that are going to want dining. My dad and I opened this in '95, and now my son came into the business too. He went to culinary school, now he's taken over. So it's an expansion actually for him too, so now he can look to the future for it too, so to continue on. We change the menu every day. We have our regular standard menu that we change 3-4 times a year, and then we have our specials that we change daily. With whether it's fresh fish coming in, shrimp, scallops, a couple different steak features we always put on, a couple pork chop specials we put on, a lot of different pasta specials. Now we're doing ramen on Wednesday nights, which that's my son's thing. He wanted to start doing that. We were going to do a sushi night, and then my daughter and him said, hey, why don't we do ramen, because no one does ramen in the area. I said, that's a great idea, let's try it. And it's been going good. So we've been averaging between 60 and 90 every Wednesday night on ramen dinners.
Risotto's always got to have cheese and butter in it, so pick what kind of cheese you like. I like using a little bit of Parmesan and a little bit of grated Romano. A little bit of butter. And then I'll finish with some basil. I always like to add my herbs last, just because if not, they'll turn brown and fade real quick. There's our risotto dish.
We're anticipating to go back to opening lunch, but like I said, traffic and what we're seeing, lunches aren't strong right now. A lot of people aren't going because they're working from home. So they're not coming out for lunch. So we're going to take that with ease and see what's going on. Starting to get calls for banquets now. Some graduations later on in June and July. They're just waiting, holding off to see, what restrictions are. Now I think, we're pretty good now with more banquets. It's more towards the end, July, August, September. We're going to have Mother's Day. We're going to do our Mother's Day buffet over here like we always do, which is always a big hit. We got this big area here that we have the tables all separated and everything else. We put, dividers up. Dining room is spaced out and everything else for people, that still feel a little uncomfortable. Hopefully that goes away soon, that we can go back to regular dining and everything else. So we're looking forward to that.
Thanks for watching the video. Be sure to like, subscribe, and hit that little bell for notifications. And also make sure to connect with us on Twitter, Facebook, and LinkedIn. For all of your business news, visit businessjournaldaily.com. For all of your arts and entertainment news, go to afterhoursyoungstown.com.
Visit TrustThompson.com today and discover why more people turn to the experts at Thompson Heating and Cooling and Carrier to bring comfort to your home.